We are Mr. Deem's stats students, and this is Harry Potter for Math Nerds. Now, if you look at the most popular books sold in millions worldwide, not only is Harry Potter in third place, following just 2 places behind the Bible, it is also 4 spots ahead of the book which shall not be named. Now, we all know the Harry Potter movies made a lot of money, but we don't all know how the movies stacked up against one another. The movie started out strong, spiking at the 4th movie, only to drop a little before skyrocketing for the last 2 installments. That's certainly a lot of Potterheads going to the movies. And since we are on the subject of movies, let's compare the movie minutes to pages per book ratio. Now, the linear regression has a positive slope, while the R-squared tells us that 9.3% of the variation in movie length can be explained by the model. Book 5 comes in at the highest ratio of book pages to minutes for the movie. Harry Potter has had a lot of influence on what has now come to be known as the Harry Potter generation, and it's clear to see in the baby names these now adult Harry Potter fans chose, as all 3 names of the main characters have seen an increase in their popularity since the book's creation. Now, Harry Potter, at least from the Quidditch games presented to us, has a perfect record when it comes to catching the snitch, though he doesn't always catch it with his hand. In fact, he catches it with his mouth in the first game, a fact that will be important in the last book. Good job planning ahead on that one, JK. Now for a chart brought to you by our friends on Tumblr. So Voldemort wants to kill Harry, right? That's the ultimate goal, or at least it would seem that way. However, what Voldemort does when he has the chance to kill Harry might lead a bystander to otherwise, as he does just about anything but kill Harry. In fact, he spends most of his killing opportunities just talking, a very small portion of the pie actually being taken up by his attempts on his life. Looking at the characters in J.K. Rowling's books, it is fairly clear to see where most of them stand on the good to bad ratio. But there is one character who can actually be put in both categories. It's, well, you guessed it, Snape. Now onto the sad stuff. Alas, poor Fred, we must look at the death count per book. Now, if you look into the early books, the death counts are relatively low, only a few major characters such as Harry's parents or, spoilers, Cedric Diggory dying. But as we approach the last book, we see a toll until boom! We hit the last book and 72 people die in the Battle of Hogwarts. Now if you calculate that out, that's an average of 18 people dying per book, and if you run a linear regression and calculate the outlier boundaries, you can see just how large of an outlier that last book truly is. And here I thought this was a children's book,